Because I hear that too. Yeah, he may be rich and famous now, but he's still corny. It doesn't matter.
So
it doesn't matter.
I look, for example, perfect example. You know who one of the people I look up to as a businessman? Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Why? Because people gotta understand Nick Cannon is from San Diego, but he's from like the hood of San Diego. Like he's like, I'm like, you know, as you get older, you start, you know, learning stuff. Like San Diego, people always talk about LA and all this stuff and Oakland, but San Diego have a lot of gangs down there. Like they is like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Like for example, like 10 years ago, people from Miami, from Dade, you used to think like Broward ain't really, you know, Broward was like that place, and vice versa too, you know, like. But people didn't understand, like, you know, just like Dade and Broward and Palm Beach, you know, yeah, we have our good side. You got the beaches, you got the suburbs and stuff, but then you also got the Opalakas, the Pompanos, the Belle Glades.
Miami, like in Wynwood, literally, you walk right around the corner.
It's the hood, it's Overtown.
Like,
all that's technically Overtown.
The first time I went to Wynwood, I got lost. I was looking for parking. I'm like, where the hell am I? Like, how far have I been driving? And I was literally right around the corner. Like, they literally took the hood and just put art, like, all over. There's art everywhere. And I'm just like, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, because all that before, like, my granddad and you know, and all, like, the old heads would tell me before, they're like, none of that was there. That was, like, the hood. But, you know, someone from over the beach came, whatever. I don't know, like, the true story. I'm not trying to act like I know the whole thing, but pretty much people came, put graffiti and stuff, and started painting and things like that, and it became, like, the art district. You know what I'm saying? So
I love it. Like, that was one at Miami. Well, I used to perform at this place called the Art Lab. That was my first performance.
I think I heard of that.
At the Art Lab. I'm not sure if you ever heard of the Foul Hundreds.
Yeah.
But the Foul Hundreds, they've been supporting me since 1999. Since 2013, they pretty much promote all underground local music, and they're very, very, like, they're very genuine, like, with everything that they do. And they've been supporting me since. Like, they're not my managers or anything. They're not my team. Nothing like that.
They like media, dude. They like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but whatever I drop, whatever I do, they repost everything. Like, no questions asked, no hesitation whatsoever. And it's people like that that really, keep me going, because it really shows me that, you know, there are people out there who aren't looking for anything in return. Just they're just trying to support good music, you know. And they were the ones who actually got me more into music. You know, I wanted to get to know more people like them, and then I met Miami Warehouse. I'm not sure if you ever heard of them. I know about they still, I don't know if they still do it. They probably still do it, but it was called Culture. They had Culture
Art,
Miami.
the Art, called the Art Central Miami. Shout out to them. That was one of my, like, first major gig.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
what
like,
did you do there?
I was a DJ. I was one of the DJs at one point, but way at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So I was
when they were in the tent?
Yeah, you remember that was in Hialeah?
Yeah.
I was when they first started over there. So it was me and three other DJs. And like, I seen the vision and stuff like that, but then, like, I tell a lot of people, you know, for the ones who the artists that knew me, I took like a year off. You know, I took like a year off for myself, so I lost a lot of contact. But when I came back, not a lot of people, but like the ones who really was like there, they were like, oh, Anonymous, where the hell you been at? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's one thing about anything, especially like in the music industry. Once you take that break, if you still grinding, like, you gonna have some losses, but you gonna gain a lot more, because like, even the last couple years, you know, I've been doing like the marketing and things like that, and now I got the podcast. And, it's getting up there. You know, I'm not saying this is you know, it blew up, but I'm just saying it's getting to a point where
it's working. You know, you're working on it. That's it'll come. That all come. You know.
But that's what's up, though. Like, they supported you.
Yeah. No, for real. Like, it's very hard to find that support. Also, throughout the years, I met Christy Carter with R&B. I'm just throwing out a few names, you know, because I don't get a lot. People don't hit me up a lot, and I understand. I'm not consistent. I'm not working hard. I'm not dropping tracks every week. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm still growing in a way. So it's like I'm growing with my music.
You know how King too, right, from New Miami?
Yeah.
Cause that's why
he recorded Dark Liquor.
Yeah, that's why seeing on his page, like, I like, cause he like. We the same age. We all the same age. Like, I'm 26, but I think he's a few months older than him, but or maybe a year. I don't know, but with me, like, I always, when I look at like the locals, like from South Florida, I look at people who I can look up to. Like, yeah, we the same age, but he or she did a lot, and I want to work with them one day. One of the reasons for the podcast is for me to be able to meet these people and have conversations and, you know, build a relationship. And he's a smart man. I told him, like, I compare him to Jermaine Dupri, because yes, Miami is already established, but he opened up so many doors for so many other artists. You know, that's, you know, we call them the backpack rappers. You know what I'm saying? The backpack artists that just laid back. You know, they all have their own unique way, you know what I'm saying? Like, versus the mainstream artists, you know what I'm saying? So, like, with him, like, I looked up to him, I looked up to a couple other people, you know what I'm saying? So, it just, for me, like, we need, you know, people like him and stuff, even like yourself as an artist, to show the world that, you know, South Florida as a whole, we could just do amazing things, because how Atlanta is, how, you know, LA is, how New York is, how Canada is now, because Canada is booming with a whole bunch of talent. Like, we are that space, you know, where people could come to and be like, I want to work with her, him, and her. I want to go to this media outlet. I want to go to that clothing line right there, because a whole bunch. It's just. It's wonderful, and then it's a small world.
You know, it's people like that. You know, because you said you looked up to him in a way, like he inspired you. Being with the New Miami. Like, I've had a lot of people, you know, who inspired me over the past like year and a half, 2 years or so. And I'm just gonna name a few names if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine, because you gotta see.
First and foremost. Seldom A Human. She's a producer from here, SoFlo. I'm not sure if she's in Miami or, you know, where she, you know, but she has been there. She produced like a lot of she's gonna produce all of my beats on my next album, on my first project. And she's a part of this team called Fatal. They are all dope producers. They, you know, just released a project recently, and I'm on 2 of the tracks on that project.
What's the name of the project? It's on iTunes?
Yes, on iTunes.
What's the name of it?
VBX. VBX is, you know, the name of their
clip.
Yeah, I suck. Like, my terminology is right now, I don't know why it's all over the place, but yeah. That's the name, I guess. There's her team name. I'm not sure if that was... Yeah. That's her team name, VBX. And I'm on 2 of their tracks on there. I wrote, you know, my music and all that. And they've just been there for me. You know, they've been like family. It's when I link up with them, it's never business. Like, even when we're recording, even when we're making beats.
Is it them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's them. And they perform... with Miami Warehouse as well. They perform with them like all the time.
Miami Warehouse need to holler at me, because I'm looking for a spot to do my podcasting.
Yeah. Well, holler at them. They just posted like a flyer on their page about, you know, using the facilities to do your work or whatever. They just recently did that, like, if not a day or 2, maybe 3 ago, no more than that. But yeah, they're always welcome. Like, I saw a few things, you know, that other people from the outside use their facilities for. So they're really good with that. The one thing that I like love about them is the fact that they're always working. Like, they're always doing something. Like, if it's not music, it's art. It's not art. It's fashion. It's not fashion. It's yoga. It's not yoga. It's health. Like, they're always doing something there. So I appreciate them too. The Foul Hundreds, you know,
Yeah,
they've been. I'm not sure if you ever heard of Giovanna Flaw.
She do photos and stuff, man.
Yes,
She cool.
She was the closest thing that I've ever had to a manager. Her, like my first performances and stuff like that, she got all of them for me free of charge. She didn't ask me for anything. My first photo shoot was with her. She was also with the art lab, so my first performance was with her. So they literally watched me grow. She can. If I perform, I'm performing on the 17th at Miami Warehouse for Women Appreciation Month. She's not,
How much the tickets cost?
Okay, it's free for women. Guys, it's $7 RSVP.
It's on Eventbrite.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the link in my bio.
Cause me and my fiance could come up.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah, you've been there before. It's really dope, and it's Women Appreciation Month. I'm gonna be performing my newest track. It's not even gonna be released at the time that I'm going to be performing. It's going to be released 2 days after the performance, the 19th, which is my birthday. And I'm just going to perform it there to give, you know, those who attend, like a sneak peek, you know, you heard it here first type of thing. So if you want to hear it early, you have to be there. You know, you have to come, whatever. It's just $7 for men, RSVP, free for women, because
the women could just come in, like, hey, I'm here.
Free all night, because it's Women Appreciation Month, you know.
I love that, because I'm a gamer, so Twitch, I use Twitch to, you know, play my games and stuff. You know, it's like the YouTube for gamers.
Yeah.
They started like a campaign. I don't know if it just started this year or last year, because Twitch is kind of new, but
yeah, I never heard of it.
They, you know, like, they stream your video games and stuff like that. You actually watch people play games. But they have a thing where all the females that stream, they give them like a chance. I think like it's kind of like a scholarship or whatever. I'm not quoting, but they do so much for them during this whole month. You know what I'm saying? So I like that, because I feel like, you know, equality is real. Like, and with me, you know, one day I'm gonna have, you know, daughters.
Right.
So I'm like, you know, I want especially like my daughters, like, I want them to have their own business, have to do anything they want to do, but don't be afraid because, you're not a man. Right. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be this first, you know, whomever. Like, it was this woman, she's an African-American woman, but I forgot her name, but she has her own NASCAR team. That inspired me as a black man, as a minority, because you don't get that. NASCAR is dominant over, you know, Caucasians, you know, white people, you know what I'm saying? But to see that's inspiring me. I'm like, man, one day I can do that.
And it's crazy that you say that. I just went to church today, and my pastor, he was talking about Oprah, and he was like, you know, he watched an interview with Oprah when she was getting ready to do her first episode, the talk show. She was doing, that was her first talk show episode or whatever ever. She never did the talk show before. It's her first day. And behind, you know, the scenes, you know, she was very nervous because she was like, what if they don't like me? You know, I'm a black woman, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. And she said Maya Angelou was there. And Maya Angelou grabbed her by her hands, looked her in the face and told her, you are enough. Like, you know, you're enough. And she said she used that throughout her entire career, you know, to get her to where she is. It's always just that, you know, some people just need that word, you know, that wisdom, because with so much, as an artist, we go through so much emotionally that we don't think straight. So for someone who may be on the outside, where they can it's kind of like throwing out a what's the little lifesaver thing when the lifeguards throw out the little floaty
thing. I know what you're talking. I don't know the name of it.
It's like that, because when you're drowning, you're panicking, so you're not even thinking of like reality of what you need to do. You're just scared. So when you have someone who isn't scared and they're throwing something out there to you, you know, and they're reeling you in, that's pretty much what, you know, like what that was. Like, I appreciate all those around me. Like, some of the other people that I wanted to shout out, Marv Cox, he's a rapper. Marv Cox. He's a rapper in Soul Flow. I'll give you his information later.
Give me everybody and their mama information.
I got you. Marv